Hi everyone, so here is our discussion for consumer behavior and utility theory. Okay, so I hope you're catching up. Na-appreciate ko yung mga pagtatanong ninyo via Facebook, via LMS. If hindi nyo naintindihan, di naman siguro ako na nanganga-endo sa pagsagot ko. Okay, anyway, doon ko nakikitang critical thinker talaga kayo. Kasi, oo nga, no, parang may mga nagtatanong na, oo nga, may point, no. So, yung mga tanong na may point, binibigyan ko ng extra point. Okay? Anyway, so ngayon, hindi na masyado nagpaganda. And may electric fan na ako kasi pinagpapawisan ako habang discussion. So, please bear with me. Okay? So, this is our last module na kasama sa midterm examination for my class. Okay? If you're watching this on YouTube and you don't know what I'm talking about within the class elements, because this is solely for classroom discussion purposes. So, if you found this video on YouTube and na-enlighten ka, please like it. Okay? So, some other, siguro sa banda ba dyan, siseryosohin ko na yung pag-YouTube. Okay, anyway, so, students muna tayo. Okay? So, consumer behavior and utility theory, what do you expect sa subject, sa topic na to? We will know kailan kayo nananawa. Okay? So, pag nananawa ka, ko lang yung pinto Pag nananawa ka, is there a theory under yung pananawa mo sa isang produkto? Merong theory, Okay, it is supported by theory once consumers hindi na sila nasa-satisfy ng product, and the theory is called, one of the theories is the utility theory. Okay, so let's start with learning outcomes. So first you have to define what util is, and then explain the utility theory with emphasis on diminishing marginal theory, and describe the indifference curve and how it affects managerial decision making, and then apply the concepts in the utility theory in situations needing managerial decisions. Okay? Narinig niyo yung electric fan ko, pasensya na. Ay, ganito talaga pag online. Okay, anyway, so utility theory, ano ba siya? It's the utility theory focuses on the ability of goods and services to satisfy your wants as basis for consumer demand. Okay, so this is all about your wants, satisfaction mo doon sa product. Okay, as managers, you want to know more about utility theory because ito yung kapag meron ka knowledge of utility theory, alam mo kung nasa na yung produkto mo sa curve, sa tinatawag nating indifference curve or sa total utility curve. Okay? Once alam mo na yung cost consumers mo or your target market is nandito na sa point wherein at the height of the satisfaction, alam mo nang pababa na siya. Okay? So, mamaya, i-discuss natin yan. Okay? Basics assumptions in utility theory. Sabi ko nga, this is about the satisfaction of your consumer sa product and services. So, ito yung version ng demand analysis. Okay? So, we're looking at the demand. Okay? Demand po siya. Okay? So, when we're discussing about demand, we're in the point of view of the consumers. Okay? So, yan. Basic assumptions. So, may mga assumptions tayo, kagaya ng sa accounting. So, first, more is better. Under utility theory, more daw is better. So, bakit po? Kasi, dapat alam mo na consumers always prefer more to less of any good or service. Economists refer to this as the non-satiation principle. Okay? So, ikaw bilang consumer, di ba mas gusto mo na yung 500 pesos mo, you are more satisfied when your 500 pesos worth of products is, alam mo yung worth ng 500 pesos. Pero if nagbayad ka 500 pesos, pero yung feeling mo, you are not satisfied with the products and services given because naglabas ka ng 500 pesos and you did not receive the equivalent value that you expect for 500 pesos, hindi ka satisfied. Kaya nga, sabi, more is better. So, dito pumapasok yung as a manager of a company or as a consultant of a company, you would want to tell the management or the company producing the goods na huwag naman nating tipidin, yung parang sa online selling na hindi tinipid, yung bili na po kayo ng carbonara, hindi po tinipid, siksik, liglig, umaapaw pa yung mga ingredients, yung mga ganun, yung worth 120 pesos, hindi tinipid yung ingredients, yun yung gusto mo ng mga consumers ngayon. Okay? Under utility theory, supported siya. Okay? So, yan. Kaya, di ba kapag ikaw bumili ka sa isang online seller tapos parang lugi ka, yung ang term is lugi ka, hindi ka satisfied doon, hindi bibili ka pa ba ulit, di ba? Hindi na. Okay? So, yan. Next, the non-cessation principle is best considered within the context of money income where more money brings additional satisfaction or well-being. So, connected siya dun sa income effect na if the income of the household increases, procurement of normal goods increases and procurement of inferior goods decreases. Okay? So, dun siya nanggaling sa non-satiation principle. Why? Because ang consumer, hindi yan nauubos ang needs and wants. Non-satiation, ibig sabihin, patuloy siyang they want more. Okay? Non-satiation, hindi naman sa hindi ka satisfied, hindi nauubos yung paghahanap mo, yung cravings, gano'n. Mare, kakakain mo lang ng carbonara kahapon, ngayon, gusto ka ulit. Parang gano'n, mami, bili ka ulit. Luto ka ulit, carbonara. Okay? So, yun. Okay? Next. Preferences are complete. Consumers are able to compare and rank the benefits tied to consumption. Dito naman, may preference ka. So, kunwari, mas gusto mo ang Coke kesa sa Sprite kesa sa Royal. So, ibig sabihin, yung Coke ay mas prefer mo sa Royal. Why? Because mas gusto mo ang Coke. Pag walang Coke, bibili ka ng Sprite. Pag walang Sprite, Royal. Pag wala yung tatlong yun, wag ka na lang bumili, magtubig ka na lang. That's preferences are complete. Okay? So, indifference, may tinatawag tayong indifference. So, indifference implies equivalence in the eyes of the consumer. Two products yield the same amount of satisfaction or well-being to the consumer. So, for example, yung satisfaction na kukuha mo kay Coke is the same with nakukuha mo sa pag umiinom ka ng Sprite. Okay? Ibig sabihin doon, maalin sa dalawa, okay lang sa'yo. Okay? So, yon. For example, yung color na binili mo sa sapatos mo is blue. Pero doon sa estante or sa shelf, merong blue, merong red. So, sabi mo na lang, maalin naman, okay naman sa akin eh. Parang mas gusto ko din naman red and blue. So, maalin. So, ini mo blue. So, same satisfaction. Yun yung indifference curve. Alin yung goods na pag pinagtabi mo siyang dalawa, same satisfaction yung makukuha mo. Okay? So, yun. That's the preferences are complete. Okay? Preferences are transitive. Okay? So, ito yung explanation ko kanina. Napaaga. Sorry. Okay? So, ito yung dito yung si Coke, si Sprite, si Royal in hierarchy. Okay? Ibig sabihin, you're able to rank in order of desirability of various goods. So, kunwari, iba yung feeling ng Coke yung ininom mo, iba yung feeling kapag Sprite ang ininom mo, iba yung feeling kapag Royal ang binili mo. So, knowing that iba't ibang feeling, kaya mo siyang i-rank, okay? May tinatawag tayong ranking. You have ordinal utility. So, this one, makes possible a rank ordering of preferred goods and services. Yun yung kanina. Kung walang Coke, Sprite. Kung walang Sprite, Royal. Okay, pag wala sa tatlo, tubig na lang. Okay? So, yan. Dito naman, in cardinal utility, they would know how much spicy chicken wraps are preferred, say 2:1 or 3:1 over vegetarian wraps. So, ibig sabihin, gaano kadaming Coke ang equivalent ng isang Sprite. So, for example, dahil mas may preference ka sa Coke kesa sa Sprite, gaano kadaming Sprite yung kailangan mong inumin para yung satisfaction na nakukuha mo sa isang Coke ay ka-level niya. Okay? So, for example, kailangan mong uminom ng 3 Sprite para yung hagod ng Coke sa iyong lalamunan ay na-achieve. Okay? So, ganun yung cardinal utility. Ang ordinal utility is first, second, third. Ordinal, okay? First, second, third. Ang cardinal naman, ratio. 2:1, 1:1. Okay? So, gaano kadaming carbonara ang kaya mong kainin to satisfy your favorite spaghetti recipe of your mom. So, for example, satisfied ka na sa 2 carbonara, equivalent sa satisfaction na nakukuha mo sa favorite recipe mo na spaghetti ng mommy mo. Ganun. Ganun yung cardinal. Okay? Parang super liwanag ko na. Okay, anyway. Utility functions. So, when you say utility functions, this is actually an equation. Okay? Kagaya nung, ano ba yung huli nating function na describe? Demand function. Okay? Supply function hindi ko na in-include, pero may supply function din. Okay? Utility function is a descriptive statement that relates satisfaction or well-being to the consumption of goods and services and can be written in general form. Okay? So, pag function, equation yan. Okay? Utility is equal to F multiplied by the quantity of goods or services. Okay? Measure dyan yung util or yung satisfaction na nakukuha mo when you consume the product as a consumer. Okay? Sino ba nag-aaral yan? Managers, companies. Okay? In order for them to know nasan na yung produkto natin. Okay? So, yan. Actually, yung managerial economics is a masteral subject. Okay? Meron tong masteral subject eh. Okay? Kaya, I am introducing concepts sa inyo na pang-introduction pa lang. Para when you go to masteral, yun na yung nagko-compute ka na. Nag-graph ka na. Okay? So, yan. So, diba? At least may introduction ka ng isang masteral subject. Okay? Market basket. So, this one, sa market basket, when you say market basket, ito yung bundle of items desired by consumers that reflect the combination of goods and services available in the marketplace. For example, maraming negosyo ngayon, they go with market basket. Yung ang ino-offer nila is market basket na goods and services. For example, dun tayo kay Mary Lane's. Okay? They offer yung food, that's the goods, and also the services na yung lugar nila is Instagrammable, yung ambience niya is comfortable, and yung parang uupo ka pa lang, satisfied ka na. That's the service that they give, the ambience. Okay? So, yung goods, kung gusto mo ng carbonara, whatsoever. Okay? Burgers, yan. At another market basket is, if you went to Manila and if you've experienced the co-working place, ang tawag is co-working place, yung magre-rent ka ng space, doon ka gagawa ng assignments or doon ka gagawa ng group mismo ng research. Sa Batangas kasi wala pang co-working place eh. Marami sa Batangas is cafes. So, sa Batangas wala pa yung co-working place. Pero when you go to Manila, there are co-working places wherein ang binabayaran mo is yung time ng pagstay mo doon sa area and yung paggamit ng kanilang tables, yung mismong area mismo. Okay, anyway. So, doon, ang binabayaran mo is yung service plus yung goods kasi kasama sa package is bibili ka ng ino-offer nilang pagkain. For example, chicheria. Meron silang yung mga kape. Okay? Pwedeng refill, pwedeng milk tea, pwedeng whatsoever. Okay? So, if you've experienced the co-working area, yun. Sa Batangas, wala pang co-working space. So, if you have the puhunan, invite your mom and me to open up a co-working place in Batangas. Pero ngayong COVID times, hindi feasible si co-working place. Okay? Because, syempre, infection rate. Okay? Anyway, so keep safe ha, guys. Because as of the moment I'm recording this, dumadami ang na-infect. Okay? So that's a market basket ha. Yung combination of goods and services that satisfy you and other customers or the target market. So as a manager, dapat alam mo kung ano yung market basket or kung market basket ba yung ino-offer ng company mo. Okay? So, utility is intangible. So, ang utility kasi, it measures satisfaction. So, it is really intangible kasi hindi mo naman mahawak yung satisfaction di ba? Mahawakan mo yung pagkain, pero masasabi mo bang gaano ka tangible yung, sabi mo, masarap siya. Gaano kasarap? Basta masarap. Yun, okay? So, yun yung intangibility niya. So, anong lasa nung, for example, yung mga kaklase niyo, pag tinatanong kayo, anong lasa nung binili mong coffee jelly? Masarap. Gano'ng kasarap? Basta masarap. O kaya naman kalasa siya nung kay mami. Tapos, okay, masarap. Paano mo nasabing kalasa siya nung kay mami at masarap siya kung hindi mo natikman yung kay mami, di ba? So, wala talagang tangible proof ng satisfaction mo for a product. Okay? However, consumers reveal their preferences through purchase decisions and thereby provide tangible evidence of utility. So, yan yung tangible evidence ng utility. Kung pag pumupunta ka sa supermarket, isang brand lang yung binibili mo. For example, pag dumaan ka sa instant noodles section, ang binibili mong brand ng instant noodles is Pancit Canton. Lagi Pancit Canton lagi. Kapag dumadaan kayo ni mami doon, laging yun ang kinukuha mo. Bakit? Meron namang, ano ba tawag doon? Yung big noodle. Basta, hindi lang naman Lucky Me Pancit Canton ang brand ng Pancit Canton yung instant noodles. Why prefer that? Preference. Mas satisfied ka doon or mas may loyalty ka doon sa product na yun. Okay? That's one of the tangible evidence of utility. Yun yung gusto mo as a manager sa kumpanya. Magkaroon ng repeat order ang iyong consumers because you satisfied them. Okay? If you're an online seller, alam mong mas gusto mo yung consumer na paulit-ulit na bumibili sa iyo because they feel that satisfied sila sa produkto mo kesa dun sa one-time purchase lang. Okay? Yun yung target mo as an online seller lagi hindi one-time purchase lang. Kailangan repeat orders. Paano mo maiengganyo yung mga consumers mo for repeat orders? Services. Itataasan mo yung ibibigay mong serbisyo in order to get the maximum satisfaction from your consumers. So, ganun siya. Okay? Next, marginal utility. So, this one, ang marginal, when you say marginal, it's the difference between it's actually, ganito na lang, it's the added value na nakukuha mo when you compared one good to another good. Yun yung marginal benefit, marginal cost, marginal utility. The added value or the decreased value when you add another product in comparison. Okay, so dito, marginal utility measures the added satisfaction. So this one, marginal utility, added satisfaction derived from 1 unit increase in consumption of a particular good or service, holding consumption of other goods and services constant. So dito, the more na kumakain ka araw-araw ng isang favorite product mo, yung increased satisfaction mo from day 1 to day 7, ang tawag doon is marginal utility. Okay? There was one professor of mine nung college, sabi niya, favorite niya dati yung marshmallow. Okay? As in, every day, kumakain siya, bumibili siya ng marshmallow. So, either malaki, maliit, coated, or whatnot, mga rainbow colors. Araw-araw talaga nung college days daw niya, kumakain siya ng marshmallow. Until sometime, pagka-graduate na niya, ayaw na niya ng marshmallow. Why? Nag-diminish na yung kanyang marginal utility kasi there will be a point in the satisfaction level, in the marginal utility level na magzi-zero out na yung satisfaction mo. Ayaw mo na sa kanya, ang tawag doon, nanawa ka na. Okay? So, yun. So, the non-satiation assumption requires that marginal utility is positive. MU or yung kanyang function is greater than 0. So, sa non-satiation principle, kasi di ba sabi, hindi nauubos ang satisfaction, hindi nauubos ang needs and wants ng tao, kaya marginal utility should be positive. Okay? However, it tends to diminish at consumption increases within a given time period. So, ito yung nangyari doon sa professor ko na dati mahilig sa marshmallow, ngayon parang isinusuka na daw niya pag nakakakain siya ng marshmallow or kapag nakakakita siya ng marshmallow, sumasakit na ang tiyan niya. Okay? So, yun yung marginal utility. I think and I believe meron kayong isang produkto in mind na gano'n na dati pag nakikita mo, gustong-gusto mo, pero ngayon parang pananawa ka na. Okay? Law of diminishing marginal utility. So this one, the law of diminishing marginal utility states that as an individual increases consumption of a given product within a set period of time, the marginal utility gained from consumption eventually declines. Ito yung theory that will explain bakit ka nananawa sa isang produkto. Okay? So, yan. This law gives rise to a downward sloping demand curve for all goods and services. To a greater or lesser degree, goods and services can be substituted for one another. Okay, so I have provided a graph, okay, about explaining marginal utility. So, if you see sa graph, itong downward sloping, this is the demand curve. This one, on the other hand, yung upward sloping, ang sabi is total utility. Okay, so that's your total utility. It computes your satisfaction. So, kung mapapansin nyo, tumataas siya, okay, as consumption increases, tumataas siya, okay? However, at the point of satiety or the highest peak of satisfaction, pag na-reach mo na yan, yun yung peak, okay, ang tendency niya, bababa na siya, okay? The total utility declines. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka na nasatisfied. The increase in consumption does not satisfy you anymore. Okay, that's the law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, dito ka titingin din sa baba, kita mo siya, pababa siya. The apples consumed per day, tumataas. Okay, so dati 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pagdating ng 5 apples na yung kinakain mo per day, okay, tingnan mo total utility niya, 0, okay, ayaw na niya nung ng apples, okay, so ganyan po yung itsura ng law of diminishing marginal utility, okay. Okay, so indifference curves represent all market baskets that provide a given consumer the same amount of utility or satisfaction. Okay, so dito, lahat sa indifference curve nakalatag yung market baskets that provide yung same satisfaction sa isang consumer. Okay, so it has 4 essential properties, so isa-isahin natin. Okay, the higher the indifference curves are, the better. So, ibig sabihin, pagtaas ng indifference curves mo, ibig sabihin, mas maganda yung market baskets na available. Consumers prefer more to less, so they prefer higher indifference curves that represent greater combination of goods and services. Okay, pagtaas ng indifference curve, ibig sabihin, mas maraming combination of goods and services ang available sa isang consumer para mag-satisfy sa kanya. As a manager, yan ang gusto mo. Okay, na mataas ang indifference curve ng isang consumer kasi mas marami kang pwedeng ibigay sa kanya na magsasatisfy sa kanya. Lower indifference curves tells you na kaunti lang yung nagsasatisfy, pihikan yung consumer. Okay, pag pihikan, mababa yung indifference curves niya. Okay? Next, you have indifference curves do not intersect. So, when you graph the indifference curves, so, kunwari ito yung indifference curve ng market basket 1, ito yung indifference curve ng market basket 2. Pag ganun, hindi sila nag-i-intersect. Okay? Holding goods constant, an indifference curve involving a greater amount of services must give greater satisfaction. Ganyan yung isa. Holding services constant, so, pag goods daw constant, ceteris paribus ang goods, pag tinaasan mo yung services mo, greater satisfaction dapat. Okay, pag naman services ang hinold mo as constant, then goods must give greater satisfaction. Okay, ibig sabihin, the same amount of service, okay, dapat yung goods na ibibigay mo sa kanya will bring about greater satisfaction. Or if you cannot provide more goods, okay, holding the services, holding the goods constant, serbisyo naman ang ibibigay mo sa kanila by giving greater services for greater satisfaction. Ganun siya. Okay? This stems from the fact that goods and services both provide consumer benefits and reflects the more is better principle. So, yun yung sinasabing if held constant ang services kasi you cannot provide more services or you cannot provide more goods. So, malin sa dalawa. Okay? So, as a manager, ikaw ang titingin dyan. Alin ba ang kaya kong i-provide more? Okay? So, yun. Indifference curves slope downward. So, indifference curve, they slope downward. Negative slope sila. Bakit? Consumers like both goods and services. If the quantity of one is reduced, the quantity of the other must increase to maintain the same degree of utility. Okay, as a result, indifference curves have negative slopes or downward sloping. Okay, ibig sabihin, pag, dito yung combination of goods and services indifference curves. Goods and produkto at serbisyo. Okay? So, pag nireduce mo yung amount of goods na pinoprovide mo, bawiin mo siya sa ganda ng services mo. Okay? Pag naman, binawasan mo yung services mo, bawiin mo siya sa ganda ng iyong goods. Okay? Tama na? Okay? So, yun. Okay? Next. Indifference curves bend inward, convex to the origin. So, this one, when goods are relatively scarce, the law of diminishing marginal utility means that the added value of another unit of goods will be large in relation to the added value of another unit of services. Conversely, when goods are relatively abundant, the added value of another unit of goods will be small in relation to the added value of another unit of services. Okay, so, pag ang goods ay scarce, okay, ibig sabihin ko konti yung goods. Pag dinagdagan mo ng another product, yung consumer, okay, dinagdagan mo yung quality, dinagdagan mo yung flavor. Pag dinagdagan mo siya, knowing that the goods in the market are scarce, that specific good is scarce, at dinagdagan mo siya, mas mataas ang value niya kaysa sa will be large, another unit of goods will be large in relation to the added value to another unit of goods. Okay, mas malaki yung magiging added value nung good kumpara sa kapag nag-increase ka ng services. Okay, gets? Okay, another thing, conversely, kapag yung goods masyadong abundant siya sa market, okay, pag nag-increase ka ng goods, okay, consumer goods, mas maliit yung added value niya compared sa pag tinaasan mo yung services mo. Dito mo makikita yung mga negosyong parang parehas lang naman yung kanilang produkto, okay? Because parehas sila ng produktong ino-offer, abundant siya sa market. Pagdating sa pagkakaiba nila, nagkakaiba lang sila sa serbisyo, alin yung mas tatangkilikin mo? That which provide greater satisfaction sa services or that which provides greater satisfaction sa services. Di ba yun lang naman ang pagpipilian mo, ano? Services lang naman. Paano ba sila nagkaiba sa serbisyo? Okay? So, that's it. Okay? Yun yung ibig sabihin nun. Okay? Pero kung ikaw lang, yung nagpo-provide ng certain good at nagdagdag ka pa, okay? Nagdagdag ka pa, let's say variant ng good mo, mas malaki yung satisfaction na kukuha ng consumer mo compared sa pag nagdagdag ka pa ng services mo. Kasi mas gusto nila yung good kesa doon sa product, because yung good kesa doon sa service because yung good is scarce. Ano? Pero pag yung good ay abundant, sa serbisyo kayo magtatalo ng competitor mo. Okay? So, yun. Next, yan. Perfect substitute. Substitutes are goods and services that can be used to fulfill a similar need or desire. Ito yung na-discuss natin nung sa demand. Okay, the substitute. Perfect substitute are goods and services that satisfy the same need or desire. Ito yung example ko kanina, na the same lang yung satisfaction na kukuha mo kay Coke at Sprite. Perfect substitute sila. Pag wala si Coke, si Sprite na lang. O di kaya naman, si kape at saka si tsaa. Kapag wala si kape at nandiyan si tsaa, parehas lang yung satisfaction na nakukuha mo. Pero kapag ang nangyari, pag wala si kape, para nagdadalawang isip ka magtsaka, hindi parehas yung satisfaction na nakukuha mo sa dalawa. They are not perfect substitute. Pero kapag feeling mo maalin sa dalawa, masarap, okay na ako dun. Okay? Same yung satisfaction level nila. Examples, Visa debit cards and Visa credit cards. So, parehas naman siyang, yung debit card may laman lang yan, may limit. Kung magkano yung laman ng bangko mo, yun yun. Yung Visa credit cards, yun yung bigay ng company limit sa'yo. Okay? Hindi utang to, itong isa to, pera mo. Okay? So, parehas lang naman satisfaction nila. Bakit? Parehas naman nila nabibili yung gusto mo. Okay? Generic and branded drugs. Okay? So, the same naman yung effect nila, yung isa generic, yung isa branded, okay? Drive-thru and dine-in service, parehas naman kayong kumakain sa drive-thru and dine-in, yung isa ay doon ka lang kakain sa mismong fast food restaurant, yung isa naman sa kotse, okay, dadalhin mo, take out mo sa bahay. The same lang naman yung satisfaction, if the same yung satisfaction sa'yo, kasi iba-iba tayo ng satisfaction level, okay? Perfect substitute, ganito itsura niya, perfect substitute ha. Perfect substitute are reflected in straight line indifference curves. Okay? So, straight line indifference curves, you have here, downward sloping, and then straight line side. You have utility 1, okay? Utility 2, and then utility 3. Pag perfect substitute, ibig sabihin, okay lang, kita nyo to. Debit card limit, and then credit card limit. The same. Okay? Utility satisfaction, 1,000. Utility satisfaction, 1,000. Perfect substitute. Okay? Next, perfect complement. Goods and services that become more desirable when consumed together are called complements. So, ito naman, diniscuss din natin, na hindi mo pwedeng i-consume yung isa nang wala yung isa. Okay? Hindi sila, tawag din, hindi kompleto kapag wala yung isa. Okay? Perfect complements are goods and services consumed together in the same combination. For example, right shoe and left shoe. Okay? They are perfect complement of each other. Pag wala yung isa, Diyos ko po. Okay? And have single clothes washer and clothes dryer. So, kung meron kayong washing machine, okay? There are some na may washing machine na automatic, may spinner or dryer na, spinner, okay? Meron namang ibang washing machine automatic, may dryer na. Okay? So, pag ganun, maalin, if yung single clothes washer at single clothes dryer mo, same ang kanilang, same dapat sila ginagamit. Kasi kapag dryer lang, paano hand wash, ganun, okay? So, perfect complement sila sa isa't isa. Okay? Ganito po ang hitsura ng perfect complement. You see, perfect complements are reflected in L-shaped indifference curves. Okay? So, this one, bicycle frames, yung frame ng bicycle, yung mismong body niya, and then bicycle tires. Okay? So, utility 1, let's look at utility 1. Okay? You have dalawang bicycle tires, okay? At isang frame. Okay? Tama naman, di ba? Tama, di ba? Dalawang, kaya nga bicycle, dalawang gulong at isang frame. Okay? Dito naman, utility 2, 4 na gulong, malamang, dalawa ang body frames nun. Okay? And so on and so forth. Okay, ganun lang yan. Naman ang itsura ng imperfect substitutes. So, imperfect substitutes are reflected in U-shaped indifference curves. Okay? This is, ang example niya is basketball game tickets versus football game tickets. So, for utility 1, ibig sabihin, pagdami ng util, mas marami ang satisfaction na nakukuha ng baseball game tickets pag nakakuha ka ng baseball game tickets kesa sa kapag nakakuha ka ng football game tickets. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng graph. Okay? So, yun. Hirap na, kumusta ba kayo? Kung ito'y face-to-face, nagchikahan na tayo. Charing! Budget constraint. So, budget constraint, so, syempre, pera budget natin, hindi naman pwedeng the same combination of products and services can be purchased by one budget. Okay? Kaya nga, budget ang tawag eh. To derive a budget constraint, add up the amount of spending on goods. Yan. Okay, ganyan po itsura ng equation ng total budget. Total budget is equal to spending on goods plus spending on services. Okay? Ang budget constraint is, ito yung budget ko. Magkano yung kaya kong bilhin na goods at services. Okay? Within the given budget. Okay? At kung meron gusto kong mani-increase yung spending ko sa services, magkano ang kailangan kong ibawas sa goods ko. Spending on goods. Yun yung budget constraints. Okay? The effect of a budget increase is to shift a budget constraint outward and to the right. Ibig sabihin, pag lumaki yung budget mo, malamang lalaki yung kaya mong bilhin na combination of goods and services. Kaya mag-shift siya outward and to the right. Okay? Pag nag-budget decrease ka to the left, inward and to the left. Okay? So long as the relative prices of goods and services remain constant, budget constraints remain parallel. So, nakaganyan lang siya. Pakita ko sa inyo yung graph. Ba't wala akong graph? Wait lang Yan, okay? This is the budget line. Pinakita ko na siya in advance, balik na lang natin. This is the budget line. When you shift it to, pag tumaas yung budget line separates what is affordable and from what is not affordable. Okay? Pag, ito yung budget line. Pero ko pa yung dinidis, meron nga pala din. Ito yung budget line mo, okay? To the right, those are the services, combination of services and goods na not affordable. Okay? Pag nag-shift siya ng outward and to the right, okay? Pataas na ganon, okay? Papunta doon. Ibig sabihin, afford mo na siya. Nabawasan yung mga bagay na not afforded mo. Okay? But when the budget line when the budget decreases, ibig sabihin, yung dating affordable mo, the budget line will shift inward and to the left. Ibig sabihin, yung dati mong number of goods and services na afford mo, mababawasan yun. Okay? So, yan. Okay? Let's go back. Dami pa i-discuss. Okay? So, yan. Now, we go to income effect. So, na-discuss ko na itong income effect sa demand Okay? When the income of the household increases, the overall consumption of normal goods will increase and inferior goods will decrease. Consumption of inferior goods will decrease. Yan lang yun. Okay? Next, substitution effect. So, the substitution effect of a price change describes the change in relative consumption that occurs as consumers substitute cheaper products for more expensive products. So, kaduktong din siya ng income effect na yung dating NFA rice na binibili mo kasi yun lang ang afford mo. Nung tumaas yung income mo, yung cheaper product na NFA, binibili mo ngayon jasmine rice. So, wow, jasmine rice. Okay? Next, Engle Curve. Okay? Yung Engle Curve, it shows the relationship between income and quantity consumed of a good or service. So, yung dalawang variables ang nasa kanya, you have the income and the quantity consumed of goods or service. Okay, ang tawag doon kapag yung dalawang variables ang ginagraph, okay, the income and then the consumed products, Engle Curve. Named after Ernst Engel. Okay? So, income consumption curves din ang tawag sa kanya. Okay? Plot the effect of changing income. So, pag nagbago yung income mo sa household, gaano kalaki yung change in quantity consumed. Okay? So, yan. Because most products are normal goods that display a positive relationship, okay? Engle curves tend to have a positive slope, okay? So, yan. In case of inferior goods, so, kapag normal good, positive yung slope niya. Pag inferior good, negative slope. Yun lang kailangan yung tandaan nito. Pag ang Engle curve ay describing a normal good, it's a positive. Positive ang slope niya. Pag naman it describes an inferior good, it's negative in slope. Okay? Engle curve slope upward for all normal goods and services. Again, these are normal goods. Okay, upward for all normal goods and services and backward bending for inferior goods and services. Pakita ko sa inyo. Yan. Look at this. This is normal goods. This is a positive slope. Okay, normal goods. Yan lang kailangan nyo tandaan. So, again, the two variables, you have income and then the consumed goods or services. Okay, so that's upward slope, positive slope. Pag naman daw, inferior goods, okay, this one is income dollars per month and then bus rides. So, inferior goods and services, you have Engle Curve. Ibig sabihin niya, pagtaas ng, tingnan nyo, dito sa point na to, tumaas yung income niya from 0 to 750. Tumaas yung income niya. The number of bus rides per month, nag-increase niya from 5, siguro itong point na to, siguro mga 8. Okay, 8 bus rides siya per month. Wow. Kasi nag-increase yung income niya. Okay, so again, for normal goods, positive slope. For inferior goods, you have backward bending. Nagbe-bend siya. Okay? Marginal utility. The best allocation of a budget is the allocation that maximizes the utility or satisfaction derived from consumption. Ibig sabihin, use that information about the budget to get the best allocation. Okay? So, if you know the marginal utility of your consumers and you know kung saan range ng budget sila nagfo-fall, and your product is nandun sa range na yon, make use of that advantage. Give out the most satisfaction from that advantage na nandun na siya sa budget range ng consumer mo. Okay? So, yun. The resulting optimal market basket of goods and services must satisfy two important conditions. Okay? So, number 1, optimal market basket lies on the budget line. Okay? So, yung kanina nakita natin yung budget line na, okay, ibig sabihin, as a manager, you have to target that your product and services na pinoprovide mo, dapat optimal market basket siya and nagfo-fall siya sa budget line. Okay? Hindi siya doon sa not affordable at hindi lang siya mag-i-stay doon sa affordable. Dapat budget line siya. Okay? The budget line represents all combinations of goods and services that can be purchased. Purchase of market baskets that lie below and to the left of this budget lines would leave funds unspent. Okay? So, kapag yung optimal market basket is hindi siya nag-fall within the budget line, nandun siya sa left side, ang tendency is marami pang pera si consumer na hindi nako-consume. Okay? Ibig sabihin, they want more. Okay? They want more from the product and services given. Kasi nandun siya sa left side lang. Ito yung budget ko. Ito lang yung nagastos ko. So, may tira pa ako. Why not do na yung goods and services mo, nag-fall na siya mismo sa budget line para maximum utility ang may bigay mo sa kanila. Okay? Another thing naman, pag naman siya ay nandoon sa right side, baka yung right side of the budget line, hindi naman siya afford ng consumer mo. Okay? So, sabihin, diba? Ganyan talaga when you are doing business. Okay? You need to consider these economic theories. The best feasible market basket combination lies on the budget line. Okay? Next, pinakita ko na sa inyo ito kanina. Okay? Optimal market basket reflects consideration of marginal benefits and marginal costs. So, sa accounting, we have the cost-benefit principle that dapat gagastos ka. Kung gagastos ka, yung equivalent benefit niya is greater than yung nagastos mo. Okay? So, marginal analysis involves a comparison between added cost and benefit. If consumers derive twice as much satisfaction okay? So, ang gusto lang niya sabihin, kapag mas satisfied siya sa consumption niya ng goods na pinoprovide mo kaysa sa services na pinoprovide mo, if you are giving market basket, okay? Mas gusto niyang gumastos more sa goods kaysa sa services. Okay? So, you have to be sensitive when it comes to your consumers na, okay, so mas kaya nilang gumastos more sa goods ko kesa sa services. Tapos biglang mas tinaasan mo yung services mo, price ng services mo kesa sa price ng goods mo. Gusto nga nila yung goods mo. So, ang tendency ng consumer, hindi na lang mag-a-avail ng services mo, magfo-focus na lang siya sa goods mo. Kaya nga, ang gawin mo na lang, dahil gusto nila yung goods mo, kahit i-increase mo ang price niya, taasan mo ang quality niya, taasan mo ang price niya, kukonsume pa rin niya. Okay? You have to be sensitive about this. Marginal benefits and marginal cost. Alin ba ang kino-consider ng consumer mo as more value that mas maraming satisfaction na nakukuha nila between your goods or your services or the combination of your goods and services. Okay? So, yan. Marginal rate of substitution. So, knowing that, kailangan alam mo din kung paano, kung ilan yung mababawasang services doon sa increase in goods mo. Okay? Kasi alam mong kakaunti yung nag-a-avail ng services mo, so mag-focus ka na lang sa goods mo. Or, mas marami yung tumatangkiling sa services mo, bawasan mo yung goods mo. Okay? Marginal rate of substitution. Okay? So, the slope of each indifference curve equals the change in goods divided by the change in services. Okay? So, dito, the change in consumption of goods necessary to offset a given change in consumption of X if the consumer's overall level of utility is to remain constant. So, ito, nag-decide yung company na there will be changes, okay, with regards to product and services offer. Ngayon, you have computed na ito yung overall consumption before sa original products mo. What will be the combination of goods and services that will attain the same level of utility? Remember, utility of consumers are intangible, and this is one of the hardest part of this part. Okay? Kasi, pag inibo mo yung goods and services mo, pag mali talaga ang assumption mo, mali ang decision making, mali ang lahat because you don't know about economics, you don't know about marginal rate of substitution, you don't know about so many things pa regarding consumer behavior. Okay? This is consumer behavior, okay? Pag binawasan mo siya or pag dinagdagan mo siya at biglang boom, nagbago yung consumer level of utility or nagbago yung satisfaction level nila sa products mo, it's disastrous. For example, ang nangyari kay Lucky Me Pancit Canton, nung nilakhan nila yung Pancit Canton, di ba nag-ibang itsura niya? Hindi na siya square, dati square, ginawa nilang bilog, nag-iba yung level of satisfaction, nabawasan yung sales nila because of that. They were not able to study more the market and the consumer behavior. Okay? So, ngayon, binalik na nila. Okay? Pero parang iba pa rin. Okay, anyway, so, yun yung marginal rate of satisfaction. And you, as a future manager, as a future CPA, who will engage in consultancy, you need to take this into consideration na mahirap kapag biglang nagbago. Okay? Parang isang tao bigla na lang nagbago. Okay, so ganun siya. So, yun yung, I will not have any computations, okay, regarding this. So, MRS, or marginal rate of substitution, is equal to the change, okay, change in Y, which is your goods, and change in X, or which is the change in services, okay. That is the slope of an indifference curve. Okay? Diyan ka makakakita, pag nagko-compute ka at nagplaplot ka ng graph, bigla na lang nag-iibang hitsura ng indifference curve. Ibig sabihin, yun yung satisfaction level ng bagong combination of goods and services mo. And mag-iingat ka. Kasi kapag ang indifference curve, masama ang lumabas, tapos ginaw mo na yung pagbabago yun sa iyong business, sa iyong products and services, naku, handa na sa liquidation. Charot lang. Okay? Yan. Utility is maximized when the marginal utility derived from each individual product is proportional to the price paid. Okay? So, simple lang. Dapat yung goods and services mo na ino-offer mo, ang presyo niya is equivalent sa value na talagang ibibigay mo sa kanila. Huwag kang manduduga. huwag kang masyadong madaya. Huwag ka na din naman masyadong tipid sa sarili mo to the point na hindi mo na nabawi yung capital mo. Okay? It's okay na taasan ang presyo kung alam mong yung value nung damit, yung raw materials na ginamit mo, yung dugot pawis na pinuhunan mo is nandun. Okay? And you see na yung value na binibigay ng consumer mo dun sa product mo is mataas. Na kahit taasan mo yung presyo, hindi magbabago ang satisfaction level niya. Just make sure na pag binago mo yung goods and services, the satisfaction level will be the same. Ibig sabihin, mataas ang quality dapat ng goods and services na will compensate sa taas or will be equivalent sa price increase na binigay mo. Okay? Kaya nga, ditong pandemic magkano pong isang box ng surgical face mask? 600. Mahal naman, 50 pieces, 600. Yung isa nga, 100 lang. Okay? That's what you call value perceived ng isang tao. Okay? Na alam niyang 100 talaga yung price niya, bakit 600 yung iyo? Baka naman kasi Mediplus na, my dogs, they're so noisy. Okay? So, yun. Pero, when the pandemic, sorry for my dog, when the pandemic broke out, yung iba bumibili ng alcohol, 500 ml, worth 250 pesos. Value perceived, na mahalaga yung alcohol. Kahit magkaano, kahit tumaas yan, bibiling ko yan. Makikita mo siya sa bigas, sa kanin. Sa bigas, sorry. Ang kanin luto ng bigas, sa bigas. Kahit tumaas ang presyo niyan, kahit pumalo siya sa 150 per kilo, bibili at bibili pa rin ako. Pero babawasan ko yung amount na binibili ko until such time na bumalik siya sa dating presyo. Okay? That's the value perceived. Okay? We're done! So, this one, critical thinking questions. Knowing the utility theory and based on your computations and analysis, you realize that your product is already at the highest satisfaction or peak na yung iyong product of the total utility of consumers. What will you do as the manager? Isa lang sagot. Okay? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? If you have reached the highest peak of satisfaction, what will you do? What will you suggest as a manager? Suggest that the product and services should undergo innovation. Okay? So we all know in business that businesses that do not innovate, they eventually evaporate. Okay? So, yun yung quotation sa business. If you do not innovate your product, your consumers will attain the highest satisfaction level and will result to the law of diminishing marginal utility, pababa ang satisfaction level nila hanggang sa wala nang bumili sa product mo kasi hindi na sila nasasatisfied. One best example is Nokia. Okay? So, I'll leave you at that. I'll give discussion questions for additional enhancement ng theories nito. Okay? And then the end of chapter assessment. So, until here po ang ating midterms exam. I hope you study well. Okay? If you have questions, feel free to message me. I'll answer you. Okay? Pag nalilate yung sagot, it's either wala akong internet or hindi ko lang nabubuksan yung LMS. Okay, anyway, I'll answer you naman within the day. Okay, so, bye-bye!